Well, just the confidence that they have. I think just the encouragement that everybody gives those guys. I mean, just we just feel with encouragement when we walk into the door, and at practically every game, our coaches is always telling us what we need to do better, but also, um, letting us know when we do really good. So those guys came in and gave us a huge spark. Omri started for us, um, and almost I took one rebound from him. He could have had a double double, but 11 and 9 and 3. He just knows how to play, and Nick gave us a huge spark when we needed it, scoring coming off the bench. So. Um, and JB, man, he just plays like a vet, coming in and just doing his job, playing extremely hard. That chase down block when after the turnover was spectacular. And that play right there kind of got us going. So, we're going to continue to need that. We're going to need that in the future if we want to continue to keep winning. Um, Especially with Steph and Draymond out, we're going to need everybody to step up. And I think we did it as a group today. Yeah, we got 6'7", 6'5", 6'9", 6'8", 6'11", starting for us. I may be a little bit generous with JB, but we got a long lineup to start the game. As far as covering up the paint, covering ground quick, and so we're using our length and we're blocking some shots. We had 9 tonight, which was it's pretty sweet, that to have that luxury of protecting the rim. So we're going to need to continue to keep our man in front and help out as much as we can and do a solid job on the three-point line. 7 for 28 for this team. It's a pretty good job for us. Yeah, I feel like he's just more comfortable. He knows how to play. He's just the perfect veteran. Just knows what to do. And he knows when he needs to turn it up for us in that second unit, scoring the ball and making plays. So, he has these games – 5 for 6, 10 points, knocking down the J. Just his presence is definitely just calms us down in that second unit and just calms us down as a team overall.
Tonight, the last few games, without Steph and Draymond and Zaza both missing some games too. It's been a good chance for Jordan and Kavan to get out there. JaVale did a nice job the other night in Detroit, and he didn't play tonight because of the matchups, but. Quinn Cook coming up and doing a good job. It's these nights are really powerful for a team where guys are able to get out there who aren't usually in the lineup. Makes them feel good, makes us feel good, and it just strengthens the depth. David's had a spectacular season. I mean, it's crazy. It seems like every night he's doing this. Hitting 5 or 6 shots, blocking shots, setting screens. I mean, he's one of the smartest players out there on the floor every night. He's just been brilliant. Sometimes I think a guy, later in his career, especially a guy like David who's been an all-star, it's almost like you're playing with house money, in your career. You just let it go, just play and experience the joy, just feel it. And he's having a lot of fun out there. You can see it, and he's playing great. Yeah, that's the trade-off. We're trying to bring Jordan along slowly. But he makes it hard to keep him off the floor with what he does. But we're pointing out his mistakes and trying to teach him about the NBA game and about his opponents and who he's guarding and what to expect. I mean, it comes at you fast as a rookie. From one night to the next, you got all these star players and tendencies that you have to learn and coverages and terminology, everything else. So he's coming along really well, and he's been outstanding for us. He was great. That's kind of his forte. That's what we liked about him coming out of Oregon was, the ability to switch out onto guards and protect the rim. It's a very unique skill, kind of a Draymond Green-like skill, and it's a required one in the modern NBA with all these little guards shooting 28-footers and then penetrating in the floor space. You have to have that speed and athleticism and versatility, and Jordan's got that.
Just to compete, I like competing. I like the challenge of mixing it up with some of these younger guys. A lot of these kids I've seen, in the AAU circuit, known a lot of them. Or, I'm serious, I've known a lot of them since they were like 10, 11, whatever. So it's really interesting. Usually every single night there's a kid or two that I've seen sort of matriculate through the process and now in the NBA. And it's a challenge, dealing with them, mixing it up with them, trying to guard them and contain them. So just my competitiveness, wanting to continue to compete. Obviously, we've got a chance to try to repeat. So that's in the back of my mind in terms of just making sure we're building, and personally, I'm just being effective when I'm out there.
How'd that dunk feel?
Feels good, man. We practice. That. Ron makes me dunk every single day, catch lobs. So in the game, it's still there. So if there's opportunity to go up, I will.
Your numbers this year, points, blocks, your mid-range, it's all spiked from last season. Do you feel like a better player than you were last season?
Just more comfortable
in the system.
Yeah, just know what we're trying to do, what we're trying to get out of it. The group has changed a little bit in terms of just the personnel, but it's just being comfortable, knowing my role and just having a good time when I'm out there.
Hey, David, there's a lot of contributors, but